We're going to get started. So thank you so much, and welcome to acquiring users on Google Play Games on PC. I'm Dara Monash. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm Dara Monash. I'm a product manager on Google Play Games on PC. And I'm joined today by my teammate, Ali Hung. He's a developer relations engineer from Android and Google Play as well. And Justin Gardner, who's a program manager for app attribution and ads. Before we dive into the details of user acquisition, I'd love to start with just some details to get you started on the background of Google Play Games on PC. Google Play Games on PC, which some people affectionately call Google Play Games, is our initiative to bring multi-platform gaming to the mainstream. We're taking native and emulated titles both to Windows PCs via a native Windows client experience. Personally, one of the things that I really love as a player about Google Play Games on PC is I get the opportunity to bridge my personal playtime between my mobile and PC devices. That means I can take my game and jump from playing on my Android phone while I'm lounging on the couch in the living room to dual-wielding my monitors in the office and controlling when, where, and how I engage with my games. And honestly, I really love having that level of control. I'm sure probably a lot of you do too. Specifically for those of us who play games ourselves, Google Play Games has so many incredible features. Things that I want to highlight today are being empowered to have game progress sync. Things like signing in and gameplay that's available across mobile and PC devices. As well as, for me, the ability to discover new content both in our desktop web store or in our fully native Windows client. Of course, when we're playing on large form factor devices like a Windows PC, we have the ability to really dig in that big form factor screen, see everything in pixel perfect detail, and have access to things like keyboards and mice to have more granular control over the actions that we take in our games. From the developer side, there's also an incredible amount of opportunity. Google Play Games provides our developer teams with ways that are super familiar to get involved. Being able to use the same builds that you already use in mobile today, and having access to those same Android APIs. In addition to things like just the Play console that's really familiar and accessible. We have a ton of incredible support as well. Being able to use our developer PC emulator to get started, using Play Game services to empower your games and make them really look and feel the way you want to and have the services that you require. And if you need help getting started with any of those things, our technical onboarding team is right there to help you along the way. Similarly, on the go-to-market side and making sure that y'all have the reach that you need, Google's O&O services and our go-to-market featuring team is always available to help you and make sure that you have the ability to get your games out and in front of folks. We also have full Play billing support to make sure that your monetization is working the way that you need it to. And just like on the technical support side, our growth consulting team can also get you started if you're not really sure where to begin with any of these awesome capabilities. Due in really no small part to these features, as well as, in my opinion, just the amazing opportunity to go multi-platform with the games that we all work so hard to build and get more players to enjoy them, folks and teams like Dev Sisters, Top Games Incorporated, Bandai Namco, Square Enix, Supercell, I could go on, and you can see a subset of them here. All these folks have joined us and brought their games to Google Play Games on PC. And because of that, since our launch, the catalog itself has grown exponentially. Today, we have over 3,300 Android titles, which have close to 150 billion monthly minutes of gameplay just on mobile alone. And across mobile and PC, these titles have hundreds of millions of active players. Since this time last year at GDC, we've had some really awesome new features launched that these developers have really jumped in and gotten on board with. So I just wanted to highlight a few of them for you today. Things like in-game ads have come online, which enable free-to-play games to access a really critical revenue stream for their multi-platform packages. Like I mentioned a moment ago, the expansion to 3,300 Android games in our catalog is monumental for our team, and we're so happy about it. And finally, the recently announced launch of our early access program for native PC games in our catalog as well is new in the last 12 months. Because of all of the support of the fantastic developers that are part of the Google Play Games family, the metrics that we've seen so far from our beta release have been truly monumental. We've seen things like 30% of players who are engaged in Google Play Games on PC playing one or more games on this multi-platform experience that they had never played on Android mobile alone. Additionally, this time last year at GDC, we were live in 13 countries and territories, and today we've over 10x that, and we're now available everywhere that Google Play itself is available on mobile. So that's 140 countries. Additionally, you can see right in the center here, we're seeing 35% more engagement, and we're looking at that as an incremental lift in total playtime of our players. Because of all these strong results, honestly, Google Play Games on PC as a team sat down and we really decided that we were ready to start investing into paid user acquisition tools because we see those as the next step in how we help developers really scale your games and your players on our platform. And we really want our shared story to continue to grow. So we'll pause here on this slide for a quick minute. And let's kind of get into the meat of it, right? Why are we doing this? What does it look like for Google Play Games on PC to really start talking about ads attribution? So I mentioned this a moment ago. Google Play Games on PC has been in its beta phase since we launched. So as many of you all know, when you launch something new, you're really rapidly trying to grow it at the same time as making sure that you have the most important features and functionality available. So for us, we wanted to make sure developers could easily get their games onto our platform. And for players, we wanted to make sure that they could discover those games and have truly immersive experiences when they were engaging with the content that all of our developers are putting on board. So because of that, we kind of feel like we're there. We feel like we've got the ability to have all of these beautiful games on our platform for players to find them on all the ways we mentioned earlier. So we sat down and said, all right, it's time to do it. It's time to make sure that the developers that are here can actively scale and do it successfully. So specifically, very granularly, what that meant is we needed to provide a way for our developers to measure and optimize ad performance. I know that sounds wild coming from Google, right? But what we provide right now for Google Play Games on PC specifically is a way to look at those top-of-funnel events. Things like the ad impression or the click for the campaign that you're running. But Google Play Games on PC to date has not been able to provide a way for game developers to really attribute deep conversions. Like if someone goes to our shop on the web and installs the game, it would be really great to know about that so that you could then try to find more people like that. Or things like in-app purchases, right? If you could create a cohort around folks that are buying in your game, that would probably really help your ROI because you'd be able to target these folks that are just super important to the groups that you're trying to reach. And without being able to look into these types of people, it's really unrealistic that you'd be able to truly scale and use paid marketing to bring users to the games on your platform because you can't optimize and measure the things that you want to. Raymond Gong from Top Games had this really great comment when we were talking to him recently, and he said, it's critical for us to have marketing attribution for Ebony on Google Play Games on PC because it helps us to scale and acquire valuable players on this massive new platform. So what Raymond and I were talking about was honestly an ads journey that probably most of us are familiar with, both those of us that work in UA and those of us that are just consumers that look for things when we're on Google.com or our other engine of choice, right? We look something up and we see an advertisement, right? And Raymond's team, they ran an advertising campaign on Google.com. So the ad got displayed and someone maybe would click on that ad and then they get to visit play.google.com, which is the web version of the Google Play Store. When the user gets a chance to hop onto that store, they can click install for the game that they're looking at, in this case, Ebony King's Return. That game installs, right? They don't even have to click anything. It launches up, they get to play, and they're dumped right into this play experience. So from a consumer perspective, this seems amazing, right? I see an ad, I click twice, and I get to play a game. That seems wonderful. So the flip side of this, right, is on the developer side. I won't walk you through this whole ads attribution cycle, but what's really important is right now, as I mentioned, we have really great information about ads being displayed and ads being clicked, right? We can take a look at that, understand the behaviors, and really be able to craft campaigns that optimize on ROI there. But in yellow, we have this section for those installs, those purchases, those deep conversions. And historically, we just haven't been able to get y'all the information that you need in order to engage there. So that's the part of the attribution cycle that we've been focused on recently. And I'm really happy to share that as of today, we can call it green, right? And what we've done here, and what I really love about the way we've enabled this, is we've done it in a way that's using an API that the majority of games in our catalog use today. I'm sure you're like, great, Dara, that sounds lovely. What did you do? How is that possible that we already have this incorporated, most likely, in our game? Well, as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, the Google Play Games on PC catalog has those 3,300 Android games. Those are all Android game packages. So they're able to take advantage of Android APIs. So officially, what we've done is Google Play Games on PC has enabled the usage of the Play Games Install Refer API. So this API is one that many of y'all probably use today for mobile ad attribution in your mobile games. So this enablement essentially allows you, as the developers, to attribute your ads all the way through to those deep conversions in the game. Things like first launch, purchase, level up, anything else that you would like to look at. So that's going to be it from me today. And in order to share some more details about how this API works and how to get things set up in your game, I'm really excited to hand it over to Ollie to talk you through some of the details.
Okay, thanks, Dara, for the great introduction about our platform, as well as the new, exciting incoming feature. So again, I am Ali. I'm from the Android and Play Dev. I'm actually based in Singapore, and I'm very happy to be here today with Justin and Dara to walk you through the technical foundation of how we enable the conversion measurement and then the ad campaign optimization for you. Please excuse me if I made any mistake. It may not be me, but just a jet lag. Okay, let's take a look at the data lifecycle for the ad campaign optimization. So I think it all starts when the user see an ad, they click on that, they go to Google Play, and then they install the game. So once the user install the game, the Google Play collect all the referral parameter and then pass that to your Google Play game client and join your game. So inside your game, you can check any kind of app install conversion or any deep in-app conversion, such as first purchase, maybe level up, or any important conversion. And you must find a way to report on the that conversion together with the referral information into the ad network. So they will be able to optimize the campaign towards all of the conversion you want to optimize for. But the question is how you do that. So I think Dara said before, right? More than 3,000 games right now in Google Play Game on PC is Android emuted game, which means that they can use Android API. And having said that, we are presenting to you the Google Play Install Refer API. This is an Android API. It has been running really well for mobile Android for 5 years, I think. And I'm very happy to share that it's performed perfectly well for the Google Play on PC as well. So this API provides you a very secure way to retrieve the content in the install URL, which is used to install the game. And all you need to do is add the content as URL and code the string into the named query parameter called the refer. And once the game launches, you can use the refer API to query that parameter and get the URL and code the string. Additional to that, the API also provides you a way to query more information, such as the timestamp when the user clicks on the ad, the timestamp when the installation began, and the app version when the user first installed the game as well. So with using these tools right now, we can identify the 3 steps for you to complete the app campaign optimization process. So first of all, you need to make sure that you have the necessary referral information into your install URL. And secondly, you need to make sure that your game client must be ready to retrieve the information by using the referral API. And lastly, you need to collect all the in-app conversion, send them together with the referral parameter into your ad network. These 3 steps, in general, should work for any ad network. But let's be more specific, and we're going to show you how this one works for Google Ads. So our ad provider, again, may have different solutions. So this example is only for Google Ads. I'll walk you for the first step, like how you can make your game client be ready to retrieve the information by integrating the Play Install Refer API. So there's two ways to integrating the refer API into your game client. If your game is using Java, Kotlin, or you have a way to like call Java or Kotlin API directly, you should use our Play Install Refer client library, which is built by us to make it like simpler, easier for you to call the API. So there's 4 steps for you to do that. First of all, you need to make sure that you update your app dependency to use the Install Refer library. Second step, before you can call any of its API, you need to establish a connection to the Google Play app. And after doing that, you can use the method getInstallRefer, which returns you the refer detail object. This object access contains all the important information right here. First, maybe the install refer, the timestamp when the clicks happen, the timestamp when the installation begins, and then the application when the users first install the game. After receiving this object, you should close the service connection. Just a reminder that all of this information won't change unless the application is reinstalled. So we suggest that to avoid any unnecessary API code, you should only invoke this API one time, maybe at the first launch of the game after user install the game. And collect this data, store that in your data application, and ready to send that together with all the in-app conversion to the ad network. For like advanced customization, or if you are not using Kotlin or Java, you should take a look at the AIDL, which is the Android Interface Definition Language, to integrate the library as a second method. So now that we have our client ready to retrieve the information, I'll get back to Justin to show you how we can set up on the last step of the process.
Thanks, Ollie. Hi, everyone. My name is Justin, and I'm a program manager at Google Ads. I oversee our app attribution partner program, and I will walk you some of the campaign configuration and measurement steps. So let's start with the campaign setup. Advertisers can target Google Play Games users utilizing several Google Ads campaign types, including Performance Max, Search, and Display. Please keep in mind that app campaigns cannot be leveraged in this case, since these target mobile device users. And then about the Google Ads side, so Google Ads leverages the GCLID, the Google Click ID for conversion measurement. When configuring your final URL in Google Ads, ensure that the GCLID value track macro has been appended. This will populate your GCLID into the final URL when the ad click occurs. If you're manually appending the macro, please ensure that the equal signs and ampersands are properly encoded. Alternatively, the GCLID can be appended using Google's auto-tagging feature. Additionally, you can add other value track macros like campaign ID to pass campaign identifier on the redirect. Google Ads also allows advertisers to implement a third-party click tracker in the tracking template in order to measure cross-network deduplicated app conversions. From a flow perspective, when a user clicks on an ad with an Android app link, that user is redirected into the Play Store or app. At the same time, the click tracker fires a postback to the third party. This postback provides a Google Ads conversion source signal for third-party app attribution to the corresponding app open and downstream app events. Please ensure that the landing page value track macro is appended in the click tracker. Not only will this support third-party attribution, it will enable third parties to report the associated campaign ID. Okay, so now that you've got the Google Ads campaign has been configured, ad clicks will drive new users to your Play Store listing, where the app can then be downloaded. Using the Play Refer API, the getInstallRefer method will access the refer details object, as Ali mentioned. This object will contain all important refer information appended to the redirect. In addition, important details like the refer click timestamp, install begin timestamp, and install timestamp are also available for downstream logic. Now, let's talk about campaign attribution. So advertisers have the option to attribute conversions themselves or outsource attribution and reporting to a third party. If you're looking to simplify the process, I'd suggest when using one of our Google's certified app attribution partners. These AAPs integrate with thousands of ad networks to help advertisers better understand which sources, campaigns, and creatives are responsible for driving app installs and post-install events. So we're working with partners to report Google Play Games attribution currently, some of which support the following flow. Once the user has opened the app, the AAP or third party can extract the refer from the Play Refer API, where the click has been stored. This refer can then be matched with the refer already received from the tracking link, allowing for fully deterministic app conversion attribution, which is a new function. The campaign ID or other tracking link macros can then also be associated with the conversion event. And now for the final step, sending the conversions back to Google Ads for campaign optimization. Depending on your setup, you can send conversions to Google Ads directly or with the help of a third party. Once the conversions have been attributed by the AAP or third party, they can be exported and then uploaded to Google's offline conversion import via the Google Ads API. Please note that some partners support automated upload solutions, while others require advertisers to export conversions from their platform before manually importing them into Google Ads. Conversely, if you're not using a third party, you can upload them directly from your own BI platform. We'd like to share some feedback from a few of our app attribution partners, all of which are excited about supporting Google Play Games measurement and opening up new channels for advertisers. The first quote is from Jonathan Chen at Singular, who's thrilled about the opportunity to further unlock return on ad spend on PC. The next feedback we have here is from High Spirit Polls at Adjust, who has highlighted this electrifying opportunity for cross-device gaming. And last but not least, from Roy and I at AppsFlyer, who envisions this new solution shaping the future of gaming. And for all of you in the audience today, we hope that you feel the same way too. And that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me, Ollie and Dara, for the Google Play Games annual update, as well as our walkthrough of the platform's newly enabled marketing attribution capabilities. We have a short video for you right now.
Scrolling with the mouse wheel, that's different. I like it.
It looks so good.
Mas aonde você termina o seu gameplay, o progresso já está salvo.